Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another Command Your Day. Hop on in the room. Welcome to my virtual space. I am Anika V. Brown, Master Life Coach and Mentor with a focus in productivity and mindset. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Tap the screen for me if you're able to do that. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the follow button. Let me know how you're doing here. Join our family. There's also a link in my bio for you to join the Commanders community. Hi, Joey. How are you? Welcome. That's Joel. Good morning to you. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Hi, Alonso. Good morning. Welcome to the room. J09, welcome to the room. How are you doing? Hi. Hello, Diego. Welcome to the room. Thank you so much for stopping in. Hi, Shanice. Good morning to you. Welcome to Command Your Day. This is our time together where we come together and we use words to breathe life into our day. We set our intentions for the day. We get our mindset in the right place so we can take the day on with a positive outlook. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We're live here every morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern time for our time together. Hello, welcome. Hi, Natalia. Good morning to you. Connection Inc. Good morning. Hi, Jose. Good morning to you. Hello, Vicky. Life insurance. Okay. Interesting tag. Good morning to you. Hi, Lilia. Good morning. How are you? Good morning to you all. All right, tap the screen for me if you're able to do that. Help me pull some new family members in the room. Hi, Linda. Good morning to you. Hallie, good morning. Hi, Michael. Good morning to you all. Good morning, Liz. How are you? Ooh, I am Wealth 2025. Oh, I like your tag. I like your tag. Good morning, Miss Gloria. I'm doing a little better. I still have some congestion, but I'm doing better. I must say that. Good morning, Aline. Good morning, Roses are red. How are you? Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, Smith. Good morning to you. Welcome, everyone. Good morning, Dragonfly Girl. Good morning, Teeks. Tap the screen for me if you're able to do that. Let's pull some new family members. Everyone. Good morning, Dragonfly Girl. Good morning, Teeks. Tap the screen for me if you're able to do that. Let's pull some new family members in here. Okay. Well, you sound a little better. Yes, I'm a little better today. I'm a little better today. I'm praying that by Monday I'll be fully recovered. So I just have to wait the time out, but I am feeling better. I am feeling better. I just got to get rid of this congestion. That's it. Hi, Hazel. Good morning. Welcome to the room. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, David. Welcome to the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tap the screen for me if you're able to do that. Good morning, Miss Arena. How are you? Good morning to you. All right, so welcome everyone again. We're still continuing to grow, so if you haven't hit the follow button yet, please do so. I know we're days away from them figuring out what they're going to do with this platform, but we're still continuing to grow, to build here. Also, be sure that you're connected on all my other social platforms. I am on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I am the Productivity Coach on YouTube. I'm Anika V. Brown on Facebook, or Coach Anika on Facebook. And on Instagram, I am Anika Brown on Instagram. So be sure that we are connected. So should in case this app go dark on June 19th, I will be live on one of those platforms. So be sure that we're connected over there as we're getting closer to that June 19th date. There's still no deal in place, so we want to prepare ahead of time. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's jump right into our gratitude check-in. Let's do that. Let's do our gratitude check-in. Go ahead and drop 3 things in the comments that you are grateful for today. Drop 3 things in the comments that you're grateful for today. Hello, Matthew. Welcome to the room. Now, we do this exercise every day to keep us in a mindset of abundance. We're not worried about who's not here, what's not here. We're grateful for what we already have. It doesn't matter how small it is. As I say every morning, what you consider to be small in your life, somebody's praying for just a percentage of what you have. So let's be grateful for what we have. The big three, awesome, Lilia. For those of you who are new here, the big three is life, health, and strength. So if that's what you're grateful for today, you can drop in the comments the big three. Grateful for God, family, and friends. Awesome. I love it. Definitely health, strength, and life. Awesome. Rest, alignment, and peace. Ooh, that alignment piece is so good. I love that. Grateful for good health, keeping my focus and God's guidance. Yes, I love it. 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 Roland Peer, hello. How are you? Welcome to the room. So we're doing our gratitude checking again. We do this every day to keep us in a mindset of abundance. It doesn't matter how small the thing is that you have or what is in your immediate environment. Let's be grateful for it. I'm grateful for food on the table. I'm grateful for stability. I'm grateful for chances and choices. I am very grateful because there's some individual that they don't have choices. They just have to go with what there is, right? Whatever they have or whatever is given to them. Thank you, Miss Arena. I appreciate that. Hi, Genevieve. Welcome to the room. All right. Now we've also made a promise to ourselves that we are going to make bold moves this year, and we are actively doing so. So I want you to reiterate that promise in the comments by typing, I am making bold moves this year. I am making bold moves this year. We're not letting fear hold us back. We're not worried about what people may say, what people may do, because they're going to say and do no matter what. So you may as well just go ahead and make the bold move. Bring that idea to life. Bring your solution to the audience. Build that brand. Write that book. Start the business, go back to school, move to the new city, create a better way of life for yourself. Whatever your bold move is, we are actively doing so this year. No fear, no doubt, no anxiety, right? Which is why it's so important that we gather together to encourage and to motivate each other so we can actually make these bold moves this year. Getting it done. We're not putting it off for next year. No, next year we're just going to take it up a notch, right? But we're actively making bold moves this year. Thank y'all for typing that. Good morning, Lady Lola. How are you? So we're actively making bold moves. No fear, no doubt. We're challenging ourselves and we're getting things done this year. All right. Thank y'all so much for typing that. Now, for those of you who are new here, what you're looking at is the Bold Moves Manual, which is what we work from here in the morning time. Yes, it truly is a blessing to have a community. It is. Community is so important with like-minded individuals who are going after the same sets of goals, right? Trying to pursue and create a better life for ourselves. It is very important. And I'm grateful for you all waking up and joining me here. We're 2 days away from 300 days of going live. And I appreciate you all so much for continuing to show up every day. That really encouraged me to push, to show up and to deliver value because you all keep coming back. And I appreciate you all so much. I just want to take the time to say that. We're 2 days away from 300 days of live streaming with no breaks. And it's because you all keep coming back why I can show up. So I appreciate you all. I really do. All right. So I was saying that what you're looking at is the cover to my new book, The Bold Moves Manual. For those of you who are new here, you can grab a copy of it on Amazon and join us here during the morning time, and you can follow along with it. Yes. You can follow along with the Bold Moves manual as we work our way through it. It is mindset coaching in a book. So if you've been struggling with some limitations in your thoughts, if you need some strategies on how to make bold moves, you got to grab this book. It's on Amazon, or you can download the e-version of it on the link that is in my bio. If you've decided that, you know what, this is the year that I'm going to do that thing. I've had it on my vision board for a very long time, but every time I try to go after it, some type of limitation comes up. Some thought comes up. I'm concerned about what people will say or what people will do, or maybe I'm disqualifying myself. You got to grab the Bold Moves manual to help you to shift your mindset, to shift your perspective. All right. So you can grab a copy of the Bold Moves manual on Amazon, or you can download the e-version of it using the link in my bio and follow along with us as we're making bold moves for this year. All right. Awesome. If you have any questions for me, you can always DM me. I do respond to my DMs. Okie dokie, let's pray and then we will get into the agenda. Hi, Delissa. How are you? Welcome to the room. Let's pray the 23rd Psalm and then we will get into the rest of the agenda. All right, let's do that. The Lord is our shepherd, we shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in a path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil. For thou art with us, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil, our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen, amen, and amen. Hi, Claudia. Welcome to the room. Good morning, MJ. Welcome to the room. All right, so that's our prayer, the 23rd Psalm. We're going to move right into our affirmations. So let's elevate our mindset. And we do that by going over our list of affirmations. They're also in the Bold Moves manual. So when you grab your copy, it will be in the front of it. Yes, surely goodness and mercy, without a doubt, goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives. All right, so let's get into our affirmations. I'm going to read through them. You're going to repeat it to yourself, and then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. Hi, Crystal. How are you? Ooh, I've never seen Crystal spelled that way. That's interesting. But good morning to you. Hi, Monica. Hi, Vanessa. All right, so let's get through our affirmations. Let's do that. So here we go. I'm going to read through. You're going to repeat to yourself, and then you're going to type, I agree. Here we go. I am capable. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself. I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. And today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. I give myself permission to win. These are the affirmations that we use every morning to position our mindset so we can take the day on with a positive outlook. A positive outlook. So if you're new here, hit that follow button. There's also the link in my bio for you to join my community, the Commanders community. It is free, and you get valuable information there. All right. You can also grab a copy of the Bold Moves Manual, which is the cover that you're looking at, so you can follow along with us. We do have a live mentorship session that is coming up on June 28th. So if you're not a part of my mentorship community, you can send me a DM and I will help you get enrolled. All right. So you can get access to all the benefits that comes with the program. All right. Let's move into our Revisit Saturday. Let's move into that. So we're looking back on two of the words that we covered this past week, just to highlight the main points that we want to carry with us, that we want to keep in mind as we're going after these big, bold goals for this year. Hi, Connie. Hi, Alexander. Welcome to the room. Hit that follow button if you're new here. Again, use the link in my bio to join the Commanders community if you are new here. All right. All right, so let's look back on two of the words that we covered this past week. The first one is fortitude. The first one is fortitude. Type that in the comments. Fortitude. Thank y'all for typing I agree. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the hearts. Thank you. Yes, the first one is fortitude. Yes, so it is the mental and emotional strength to face adversities, obstacles, and challenges without giving up. Yes, so the mental and emotional strength to face adversities, obstacles, and challenges without giving up. So it is courage in action. It is the ability to keep going even when things are difficult. Fortitude begins with how you think. Your mindset determines whether you push forward or give up when faced with challenges. Now, instead of saying, why is this happening to me? You want to ask yourself, what is this thing teaching me? Yes, you have fortitude. Yes, indeed. You make that declaration every day. I have fortitude. I have fortitude. I have the ability to keep pushing even when I'm faced with challenges. Yes, I love that, Liz. I love it. So again, instead of saying, why is this happening to me? You're going to ask, what is this teaching me? What is this situation teaching me? And as you figure out what it's teaching you, you want to make the application. Hey, it's teaching me to be a good steward. Hey, it's teaching me to be patient. So let me be patient. It's teaching me to be mindful of those that I connect with. So let me pay attention, closer attention to those who I connect with. All right. So what is this situation trying to teach me? Not throwing a pity party and saying, why is this happening to me? I can never catch a break. Things always go left. No, we're not doing that. Not this year. Nope. Not throwing a pity party. We're going to ask ourselves, what is this teaching me? All right. I moved too fast in this area. I need to slow down in this area. Oh, you know what? I need to position myself there so the next time this thing comes around, I'll be ready to go. What is it teaching me? That's the question that we're going to ask. All right. And understand that struggles are temporary, but growth is permanent. So your goal is to find the lesson in the struggle. There's a reason why it's happening. And you got to figure out what is the lesson in this situation. Whatever the hard situation is, right? Be it a relationship, be it finance, be it education, be it with your kids, right? I'm still learning lessons about my kids, right? Because I've got 4 of them and I have to parent all 4 of them a different way. I have to parent all 4 of my kids a different way. So I have to figure out, so if one of them is giving me a hard time, I got to figure out, okay, what do I need to learn? What is going on with this one right here that I maybe need to adjust my parenting skill so that we can get it together right here? right? So you got to find the lesson in the struggle, whatever your struggle is. Oh, that's you? Yeah, I'm telling you. And I did a parenting class last year. I did 12 weeks of parenting class and I learned a lot. And one of the things that I learned was that all of them are going to need different type of parenting. Because what I did for my son that is 25 now, I can't do that with my now 12-year-old. Like I have to parent her different from what I did 20 something years ago. Right? So again, you got to figure out what is the lesson in this struggle in every area of your life. Family, finance, on the job, wherever the issue is, you have to say, okay, now I know the struggle is temporary. I got to grow in this so that I can pull some permanent things from this. So what is the lesson in this thing? What is the lesson? That's how you activate fortitude, all right? So what is the lesson in this thing? We're not going to throw a pity party. No, we're going to figure out, find the lesson in the struggle. So fortitude is built by trusting in something greater than yourself, trusting in God. Lord, you know what? This is hard, but help me to figure it out. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going. Show me what I need to see in this situation. All right? When you feel weak, you want to lean in on your faith and on your purpose so you can move forward. Fortitude is not necessarily starting strong. It's about finishing well. Finishing well. Developing grit and perseverance in that hard season. Building emotional and mental toughness to get through whatever it is that you're facing. Don't let your emotions control your actions, right? We don't want that. Learn to push through fear, doubt, and frustration. We're going to get to the other side. This right here is temporary. This right here is temporary. I'm going to push through fear. Excuse me. I'm going to push through doubt. I'm going to push through the frustration, and I'm going to get to the other side. All right? True fortitude is revealed in how you rise. Excuse me, my throat is acting up again. Ooh. All right. Here we go. True fortitude is revealed in how we rise after a fall. So, embrace failure as part of the journey. Things are going to mess up. Things are going to happen. But embrace failure as part of the journey. Every great leader failed before. So just embrace it and keep moving forward. Fortitude is what separates those who quit from those who win. Keep going. Keep moving forward. All right? Remember, fortitude is not about avoiding struggles. It's about facing them and coming out stronger than you went in. So keep going. The next word is decisive. Decisive. Type that in the comments. Decisive is the next word. Decisive is the next word. Type that in the comments. Decisive is the next word that we looked at. So, this is having the ability to make choices, take action swiftly and confidently without hesitation. Yes, decisive. So it's time that we stop second guessing and start moving with clarity and precision, right? One of the greatest hindrances to success is indecision. Yes, it is. Yeah, those two words, decisive and fortitude, those are the two that we're looking at today. So one of the greatest hindrances to success is indecision. Yes, it is. It's not always destruction, not always disaster that holds us back. Sometimes we get stuck in a cycle of, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Oh, I'm just thinking about it. I know I'm supposed to do this. I know I'm supposed to go there. I know I'm supposed to look this up, but I'm just thinking about it. We get stuck in that cycle. But you got to understand that faith is an action word. Yes. I identified that over the past 2 years. Yeah, we get stuck in I'm thinking about it. But faith is an action word. You can't say you have faith if you're not doing anything, if you're not making decisions and moving on them. Being decisive shows that you trust God's leading more than your logic. Because sometimes we're going to hear things that scare us, and sometimes we're going to hear things that it doesn't make sense in the moment, but if you follow Him with faith, it will make sense at the end. All right? So some of the next level breakthroughs that you're waiting on, it's just waiting on you to make a decision, not your perfection. It is waiting on your decision, not your perfection. Because especially if it's something that you're starting out for the first time, it's not going to be perfect. But if you trust God and move on it, it will make sense and it will come together. All right? Now here's a fact for you. Being decisive protects your destiny. It does, because indecision wastes time, indecision wastes energy, indecision wastes opportunities, and we cannot afford to waste opportunities in this season. If we're going to make bold moves, if we're going to accomplish these major goals, we cannot waste opportunities in this season, because some opportunities, they will never come back around. They will never come back around. It's a once in a lifetime thing. And if you don't take it, it won't come back around. Then there are other opportunities that may take another decade before they circle back. So you cannot waste opportunities. Make a decision and move. And this is why it's so important to be ready. Not getting ready when the door knocks, but be ready. Every one of us have an idea of where God wants to take us and what we're here to do and what we're here to accomplish. So on our end, we should always be prepared so that when God opens the door, when He makes the connection, we're ready to go. Not, oh, I need to go buy the suit. Oh my goodness, I need to study this. I need to learn the language for this, right? No, let's be ready. Let's get in position. So we cannot afford to waste any opportunity in this season. No, let's be ready so we can make a decision, move when the door opens. Do not waste any opportunities. Be decisive, because that will help you to get ahead. Don't be a double-minded person, because a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. The opportunity can come, and because there's double-mindedness, make excuses, and then you miss the opportunity. And then it'll take another 10 years, another decade for it to come back around, or it may never come back around. So be decisive, because every time you delay what God told you to do, or delay responding to that pull in your spirit to go to the next level, you leave the door open for doubt and for fear and missed opportunities, missed moments that you may never get back. Quick question: in the book, is decision and decisive? Yes, they're separate. Yes, they're separate. Lady Lola, they're different. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, so no delays. Be ready. You have a destiny waiting on you that requires decisive action. You know what? I'm going to go back to school because I need to learn the language of where I'm going. I need to learn how to present myself when I get to where I'm going, right? I need to learn how to manage the team that I'm praying for. So let me learn as much as I can and make that decisive decision that, okay, I'm going to study leadership because I know where I'm going. I'm going to have to lead people. All right? So you have a destiny waiting on you, but it requires decisive action. You can't afford to be casual about your future. Not after this year. No, we're not. We're not being casual and saying, oh, it will happen if it's supposed to happen. That is true. But how do you want it to happen? Do you want it to happen and you're not ready? Do you want it to happen and you're not in the right space, the right frame of mind to fully accept whatever it is that you're praying for? Can't be casual about your future. All right? Decisive has to do with our stepping up without delay. Yeah. Yeah. So we can't afford to be casual about our future. We have to be intentional and make decisive decisions. You know what? I know I'm not at that place yet, but let me learn how to manage my finances now. I'm praying for financial stability, that I can help nations and that I can help other people. I'm praying for wealth. And even though I'm not there yet, let me make a decision today, a decisive decision to take action in getting my finances together, understanding how to get it, how to multiply it, how to keep it. Let me learn that. Let me take action on that. All right? So let's not be casual about our future. Oh, when the money comes, then I will do. No, you can't wait until it gets here. Oh, when the spouse comes, then I will. No. Let's get it together now. Yes, getting my finances together. Yes. And you're doing an awesome job, Evangelist. You're doing an awesome job of getting your finances together, right? So do not be casual about your future. Don't do that. All right? Now, if you struggle with being bold, understand that decisiveness creates confidence. It does. Every time you make a decision, you train your inner man and your mind to trust yourself and trust God more, and that builds confidence. So if you're not making decisions because you lack confidence, start today. Start making small decisions and watch how that boosts your self-confidence. And then confidence builds impact. And that impact is not necessarily on the world, but impact on your own life. Like, hey, I can really get this together. I can get my finances together. I can be the best version of myself, right? Start making small decisions. Being decisive. This is what I want, and here's how I'm going to get it. Here's how I'm going to accomplish it. And you take action on that. All right? And I know a lot of people, they don't make decisions because they're afraid of making mistakes. But I'm telling you that even if you make a mistake, you turn down the wrong lane, down the wrong road, God can redirect you. It's easier for him to redirect a moving vessel than for him to try to move someone that is stuck in neutral. That is stuck in neutral, just not doing anything, right? Praying for change, but not doing anything. Praying for a miracle, praying for a breakthrough, praying for the promotion, but not doing anything. You got to move. You got to make a decision and move. Be decisive and move. All right? Because God can redirect you. Yes, a parked car. A parked car. It is easier for that GPS to reroute even if you make a wrong turn. But if you're just parked, the GPS can't do nothing. It can't give you any instruction because you're not moving. It can't give you any instruction if you're not moving. At least if you're moving and you turn down the wrong lane, it can say, okay, rerouting. Turn here. Make a U-turn there. All right? So you got to make a decision. Make a decision. Stop being afraid that, oh man, I'm going to make the wrong choice. I'm going to choose the wrong thing. It's okay even if you do that. It's okay. We're human. There is a space in us or a thing in us that is going to make us cause error because we're human. We don't know it all. So you may turn down the wrong lane, but God can redirect you. All right? God can redirect you, but if you're just stuck in neutral, just parked in that parking lot that you hate, you can't stand that parking lot. You can't stand that stage of life that you're in. You're miserable, right? You're frustrated, but you're not moving. You're not making decisive actions, but you're frustrated where you're at. You got to get up and move. Be decisive. You know what? I'm going to fill out these applications. You know what? I'm going to apply for the promotion because I need more finances. You know what? I'm going to start saving today. Be decisive. Be decisive. All right? I'm going to get my look together because I'm a little bit frustrated with my outer appearance. Let me get my look together. And that doesn't mean go out there and spend all of your money. You can look good on a budget. You can. So whatever the situation is, the life circumstances is that you're upset with, you're dissatisfied with, make a decisive decision or make decisive action to change it. All right? Awesome. So the future favors the decisive. So make a decision, step into your future. Decide to be decisive. Move when God says move. Don't hesitate waiting to see how many people will jump in, how many people will sign up, how many people will make the change, how many people will enter the room. Don't wait on that. You be decisive because you hold the keys to your future. You hold the keys to your destiny. Hey, Paul, how are you? Good morning to you, right? Add decisiveness to your success strategy. You know what? When this thing presents itself, I'm not going to be wavering. No, I'm going to make a decision and I'm going to move. I'm going to push forward. So no more delays, no more hesitation. The next level connection that you're waiting on is in the next decision that you make, all right? And achievers are simply decisive action takers. That's who they are. Don't just dream, make a decision and do. So be decisive today. All right, awesome. So those were two of the words that we covered this past week. Again, if you're new here, you're looking at the cover of my new book, The Bold Moves Manual. You can get the full outline of these two words inside of the book, the full strategy. You can get it in the book, so you can grab a copy on Amazon, The Bold Moves Manual, or you can type my name in and it will pop up on Amazon. Grab your paperback version and join us here. Follow along with us because we're making bold moves this year. This book is mindset coaching in a book. All right. If you've been struggling with some limitations, you're struggling to see your way through whatever it is that you're going through right now. You're struggling to see a better version of you, a better version of your situations and your circumstances. Grab this book and get in it. Join us here 6:30 a.m. Eastern time every morning. Follow along with us and trust me, you're going to make some bold moves. If we're catching up on reading on our own, should we read them in order? Yes, you can do that. Yes, you can do that, Lady Lola. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. If you're reading it on your own, you can read them in order. That's fine. All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So if you don't have a copy of it yet, grab your copy on Amazon, or you can download the e-version on the link that is in my bio. All right. All right. So let's set our intentions for today. Let's do that. Let's set our intentions for today. I want you to think about that goal that you're working on. What are 3 things that you can do today to get you 3 steps closer to that goal becoming a reality in your life? Get those 3 things done. If you need help, if you need my eyes on your goals, if you need strategies, systems to help you execute on your goals, you can enroll in the Action Accelerator, which is my mentorship program. We do have a live session coming up on June 28th. If you want to be in the room, enroll in the Action Accelerator, which will also secure your seat for that live mentorship session. All right. You get access to all the pre-recorded lessons You get access to the workbook and the additional materials that's inside of it that will help to facilitate you bringing that goal into life, right? And bringing it to reality. If you have any questions about that, send me a DM and I will be happy to answer any questions that you have, all right, about working with me or enrolling in my mentorship program or getting the Bold Moves manual. All right, let's make some decrees really quickly, and then I've got to go rest my voice. All right, I'm hoping that by Monday I will be fully recovered. Fully recovered. But it's all good. We expected this. Thank you, Mo, for following. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts, Miss Lola. We expected this to happen. And as I said yesterday, there's no way that you can do something for 365 days and not experience an issue or something coming up, right? It always happens. So I expected it, but we're going to pull through. All right, let's make some decrees. Thank you, T. Thank you. How are you? How are you doing? Yes, I'm going to pull through it. We are going to make it to 365 days. We're definitely doing that. So the countdown is still on. We will hit 365 days on August 13. I think that's one of my brother's birthday. I think so. Yeah. So on August 13, that's when we hit 365 days. All right. So we're almost there. But hey, I love it. I love it. I love showing up with you all here. I love it. Absolutely do. All right. So let's make some decrees. We know that life and death lies in the power of the tongue. So we're very intentional about what we say and what we decree over ourselves. So I'm going to give you the weekend declarations. Now, these are not in the Bold Moves manual. These are my personal. Yes, we're so close. Thank you. We're so close, so close, so close. That's a major goal of mine to accomplish, and we're going to do it. Yes, we are. All right. Awesome. So here we go. I'm going to decree for all of us, and you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. There's so much power in agreement. So here we go. I decree that all things will work together for our good. I decree that the plans of God to prosper us, to give us hope and a future is made manifest. I decree that God has given us power to make wealth. I decree that all things will work together for our good. I decree that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. I decree that God shall supply all our needs. I decree that the Lord will open up the windows of heaven and pour us out a blessing that we won't have room enough to receive. I decree that we prosper, that we're in good health, even as our souls prosper. I decree that God will make all grace to abound, and we have all sufficiency in all things, and we abound in every good work. I decree that we have good success. I decree that we eat the labor of our hands. I decree that our case is different. We have favor with God, which gives us speed. I decree that we're happy and it is well with us. And I want you to make that one personal. Type it in the comments. I am happy and it is well with me. I am happy and it is well with me. Even if you don't feel it, I want you to say it until you feel it. I am happy and it is well with me. Yes. I am happy and it is well with me. You keep saying it until you feel it. I am happy and it is well with me. Yes, indeed. Thank y'all for typing that. So here's the last one on our list. I decree that we're empowered to prosper according to the blessings released to Isaac in Genesis 26:13. We will become rich and our wealth will continue to grow until we become very wealthy. That is the scripture. We believe it, and so shall it be. All right. So that is how we program a productive and a successful day. Thank you for the Daily Heart Me. Thank you. So that is how we program a productive and a successful day. So our mindset and our intentions are set for today. We know that anything is possible. Anything is possible. All right. So get those 3 things done. If you have any questions about my mentorship program, send me a DM and I'll be happy to answer. All right. I want you to take the day on with faith and expectancy. Expect good things. Expect answered prayers. Expect promotion and increase today. If you have not joined my mailing list yet, please do so by using the link in my bio to join my free community. My nose is getting stuffy again. All right. I got to go. Thank y'all so much for your time and your participation in the comments. You all have a great day. I'm going to go back to bed for a little bit. All right. But have a great day. I will see y'all in the morning. Yes, I'll definitely get some rest. All right.